Hello, crackers. Welcome back to the Blackbird Podcast. Are you good? Are you very good? I feel like I said that already. But welcome back, one and all, to the Blackbird Podcast. Are you having a good time? Are you being good? Are you doing your thing? Whatever that is. Good to know. You're watching the Euros. Jesus, aren't they interesting? Straight off the bat, I have to say, because they're our nearest neighbour. But England, I'm not surprised. They're very lucky that they're ahead of their group. I think they're topping the group at the moment with a game in hand. But they're playing shite. They're so boring. They're brutal. With all the... That's just... and only... Was it days beforehand they said, England are going to win. They're going to win nothing. Okay? They're going to win nothing. Know what's going on there, but it's not right. I'm a little bit fresh, nice and fresh today. Nice, relaxed vibe going on top of the mountain today. Except for, I don't know, I must have been talking about sharks or something recently, because I've been, every time I go on my phone recently into those apps, the video apps, all I'm getting is these fucking shark attacks and shit. Freaking me out. As you know, I'm not a fan of the shark. Ugh. But there's some other things. If you think the shark is bad, I'm going to go on. There's things there that they don't even have names for that just wash up around the world in part. Now, I don't know if someone fucking with me here and just making up videos for, I don't know, horror movies or whatever. But there's been some freaky stuff I've been, unfortunately, seeing. And you know all these apps then, they're going on about their sensitive content, whatever that is. Yet they'll show you some guy getting eaten or whatever. Straight away, first thing in the morning, you up your phone, there's this poor soul getting eaten by some monstrous looking thing. That's not right, is it? Fuck. But anyway, how are you? Are you well? I'm in a new archery club, and when I say I'm in a new archery club, the archery club was only born days ago. It's called Redfox Archers. Redfox Archers. It's a cool name. I like the name. They got a logo, a nice logo. Philip in the club was doing something, and it's cool. I like it. It's fun, and it's cool. It's a bit quirky. There's a few things wrong with it. Like, it's not like he painted this thing, but he worded out this thing, and boom, here you go. But it's cool. At a glance, it's vibrant, and it's fun, as archery should be. So the name of the club, Redfox Archers. Field archery. Primarily field archery, but there'll be, wherever there's indoor events, I'm sure there are members who probably want to go and take part in said events. But the fact that their base is in a wood. The name of the wood, shit. I had it and now it's gone. But I've got another thing. I've started an archery channel actually that'll be more detailed, informative, and all of that jazz. But I had to mention it today because it happened on, I don't know, it was a Thursday evening, and it was exciting, It was kind of fun to kind of just, everyone's kind of brainstorming, and at the end of it, you have a club. And there's the committee now are going to do whatever they have to do. They'll go through the motions to make it all legit. They have a competition, like a club competition, and I think, I'm not sure of the date, but it's maybe 2 weeks away from now. Maybe, something like that. I'm sure I'll let you know next time. Next time we're talking, I'll have all the info. So that'll be their first shoot, and if you're one for shoots, you should go and say hello, and it'll be your first time at the Redfox Archers. And You'll be able to find it on Google Maps. If you've been to the Galtee shoots before, same shoot, same wood, like, you know, which is no longer Galtee. It's now Red Archers. No, Redfox Archers. Jeez, I'm branded. Redfox Archers, people. That's where it is. That's what it is. And it's only a baba. So your support will be delightfully accepted. There'll be a little... Once we get the basics in now, the foundation of whatever they do, I imagine there'll be a little campaign put out to bring up the profile and let everyone know if you want to have a go, things like that. And join the club, learn how to shoot arrows from any bow, and if it's for you, you could evolve into being someone who'll be going to competitions, the club competitions, where the crack is mighty. And there's a big competition coming. Well, there's a few big ones. Actually, there's a member of Red Arch, or Red... Oh, for fuck's sake. I could edit this out, but you know I won't because I'm lazy. But Redfox Archers member, Phelim Canty. He sent me a message of the name and everything, but it's in Austria. It's the Bow Hunter European Championships, and the club member Phelim Canty is there taking part. I think he said there was like, is it 17 or 70 guys in his. He's in the same category as myself, which is Bow Hunter Recurve. Today is a disaster. I'm too relaxed today. I'm too chilled. But yeah, that's what he's doing, and that's where he is. And he sent some photos on earlier on. It looks cool. Looks really pretty over there. And there's 12 Irish archers over there. Isn't that cool? So you get to travel, you know. There was a bunch only back from Spain earlier in the year. And they did very well. They all got medals, bar maybe one on the individual front. But on the teams, they all took medals home. They did them very well. But the competition is fierce, apparently. But sure, fuck it, you'd have to crack anyway. You're going over for the crack, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to going to such things and having such cracks. But we've done Brody now this year in, I think, the August bank holiday weekend. I'm looking forward to that. It's a big deal. I'll be talking about that soon on my archery channel. Because I know a few people have been going on. I was maybe talking a tad too much about archery on the Blackbird. But sure, fuck it. While I'm waiting for people to be brave enough to show up and have a chat about whatever they want to talk about, I'll talk about archery. I'll talk about art. And I'll talk about some crazy things. Speaking of crazy things, do you remember I was telling you about the monkeys, the 100 monkeys on the island in Japan? It turns out that's not really accurate. I mean, the principle is it's like a theory. And I can't remember the name of the theory. This is why I'm going to start taking notes. Just like bullet points. But anyway, I think it was more like, I don't know. There was a controlled experiment with rats, and it was like 1,000 rats or something. And somewhere in that, the results would led them to believe that, you know, there's a possibility of this being the case, but it's like the number isn't 100, or it's not even like, you know. But I've seen people get the exact same information, but they'll interpret it differently. I mean, and you'd be thinking, but how can you interpret it? It's not open for interpretation. But they'll read the same information, but they'll come up with a different meaning or approach to going about their business with this information. So it's like, I suppose the gist of it is probably what they're saying. The gist of a thing, once you get to a particular number, there's like, it spreads. And I was like, damn it, that's not real with the 100 monkeys, because I thought that was so fucking cool. Yeah, so they're kind of shooing it. It's more like a rumor now, it turns out. That it's like, because it's not a controlled scientific experiment, so they can't say that's the thing. But they are saying it's something that's been worked on, something that's been studied. So I was a little disappointed about the 100 Monkeys. But back to Redfox Archers. I got it right that time. Yuppie, let's celebrate. Let's have a cup of tea. I'm in a funny form today. Just feel so. I got a good night's sleep. That's what it was. I haven't got a good night's sleep in a bit. And equally important, I woke up well, which is nice. All good. So yeah, we have the Red Fox Archers Club. All the information will be coming out very soon because, like I said, it was like the excitement of it all. You wanted to get it out there. You wanted to nail it down. Because, you know, when you go to name a thing, you might get a little project of your own going, say, I'm going to call it this. Okay? And you go in and you're going to maybe do a Facebook thing or one of those, put profile up online on one of the platforms. And when you're setting in the name, it does like a check to see if someone else is using this name. So you might have to alter the name. And that's kind of a bummer when that says, no, you can't use that name. And then someone else might have a similar idea of a similar name, but not for the same thing. And so your head, I better do it now. So you do it. And you've no information other than the name. But the whole point of it is, you're saving the name because you like it so much. Everyone was so happy with it, and you didn't want to say, well, we can't use it because someone else is using it, that exact name in that exact way. So it is done, and it is officially done, and it is officially theirs. The club, awesome, and the picture, awesome. So yeah, I'm looking forward now to see what kind of play you can get with it. You know what I mean? When you're there at the beginning of a club and you'd be kind of in the loop on a bunch of stuff, and going forward, trying to get creative about things. Looking forward to that. And I suppose it'd be no bad thing either, because having yourself being a part of a club and you get into a routine better for your training, for your practicing. And with the fact that it's in the woods, because I maintain since we started going to the woods, going to a range is great. It's convenient, especially in the winter, for the mechanics of the whole process. And, but Jesus, I don't know, is it just me? I kind of switch off 40 minutes in. The best and worst of it is in the first 40 minutes. And after that, it's just, you're just wasting your time or you're messing. But when you're in the woods, you're more heightened awareness because you know that your judging your distances isn't great. And that's what you really want to work on. You want to work on you want to be able to walk onto a competition ground somewhere, and every target you go to at a glance, you have a very, confident knowledge that, that's X amount of yards or whatever. Excuse me now, scratch my nose. Did you see my scratch? You save a life, and this is what happens. It scratches you when you least expect it. It's putting socks on me the other day, and this little fucking kitten got up my shoulder. When I looked around, I got a slap off it across the nose. It drew blood. I thought, you furry little fucker. But it's so cute. I'm all over the place today. But so what? Fuck it. It's my day off. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so in the woods, you get more the more times you go there and shoot, and I suppose like anything else, the more different woods you go to for the competitions, the more regular you do it. Like, it's surely you can get like a memory going with that'll stick with you. And it's something you can build on, because my God, my range finding skills are non-existent. There was a time there last year where I thought they were pretty good, and it stuttered a bit this year. When it's bad, it's so bad. It's so bad. But when it's good, then it's like, the frustrating thing is you'll get maybe 70% of what you go for based on what you believe it to be, and that's great. But you're not getting the remainder, and that's not great. You know what I mean? You want to be up in the 90s, 95, 90 kind of way. 90, 100. But it's just, so when you get some super shots, because you've gauged it right and you've gapped it right and you've got it thereabouts, hitting the target, or even kill shot, first arrow, super. And then you think, you're a rock star, and then you get some 20-yard shot, and you go over it or before it, you do everything but hit it. And you're like, what the? It's like, only a minute ago I got like a 70 or an 80 or a 60. Now I can't get a 20? What the hell? And then other days you might go out and you get all the 20s, all the 15s, and that's all you get. None of the 40s, 50s, 30s. So yeah, the more you do it, the more you'll get aware, and you build up like another sense. That's my ambition now, to get it to where I just walk onto a course and I say, well, obviously that's this, so I'm going to aim here, and boom, we're done. Happy days. But I suspect that's a way away, unfortunately. So me going to a range, it just gets in the way. It kind of delays the progress as far as I'm concerned. I need to be getting to the woods and getting there regularly. Because what is there? Oh, there's a bunch yet, but everyone's away now this weekend at Austria for the Bow Hunter European Championships. Having a good old time. So I don't think there's anything on this weekend. But boom, so yeah. So if you're on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, you can go and have a look-see at the Redfox Archers pages and channels. Give it no like, maybe a follow. There'll be loads of photos coming in there now, and as we get going, and maybe some video footage and whatnot, and information, which is, like I said, being processed as we speak. Blackbird. So I'm gonna just think here now for a minute. So there you go, folks. This is just me, or has anyone noticed that lately on, I'll give a quick look at the news that is offered up. You get all the different outlets in one kind of scroll. Look at the headlines, see if there's anything worth chancing to read. And I've noticed that there's a lot of callbacks lately for foodstuffs from supermarkets and shit. What's that about? I mean, it's like a lot of them. And if it's not supermarkets, it's vehicle producers or whatever. What's going on? I mean, there's a lot. Not just one or two. A lot. Bring this back if you bought out here, because you might get fucking poison. Or don't drink this water, because you might get poisoned. Don't eat that chocolate. You might get poisoned. So what the fuck's going on there? With your food? What else pissed me off? Oh yeah, Aer Lingus is going on strike with their pilots. Between pilots going on strike, every time you're thinking about going on a summer holiday and you're looking at, when you're going to go. So then you're going to have to fly there, most likely. And then you start seeing fucking plane crashes and pilot strikes. And it's just fucking like clockwork. It sucks. So you say, no, I'm going to be positive. By the time this is all ready to go, it'll be all done and dusted. But I fucking doubt it. I doubt it, folks. So I must make some notes now for my fucking. Not that this is less important or anything, because this is just the Blackbird's all about having a laugh. You know, talking some. Sometimes maybe some sense. Other times asking some questions, having a laugh. Just what idiots do for kicks, and some people like that kind of thing. It gives them their nice, comfortable superiority complex, and they feel all right with the world, and that's fine by me. Some people have a good giggle, say, "Look at this fucking idiot! Listen to this dope," and there they are feeling superior. That's fine by me. But this other one, the archery one, has to be just trying to come up with all these tricks to focus myself, because I'm terribly thick. Fucking thoughts are running away like wild horses. Just the gates open, they're gone. Shit, gotta go get them. So I'm looking to do that. Shit. I will edit that out. So this other channel will be like, it's about the archery, but I've looked at a lot of archery channels, as you do once you're getting into a thing. And it's all these professionals or ex-professionals or very experienced people in archery. And usually it's like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I mean, you try and, you'd be hoping they might show you something, but it's seldom. So I figured, okay, maybe if I put it out there, okay, this is what it's like from my perspective. Someone who's just starting. What have you got for me? And this is what I'm doing, and this is what I did. Did I do it? Anyone see anything wrong with this picture? That kind of thing. And maybe network with other people such as myself, like myself, who are in the same situation. And, swap notes. Say, yeah, it happened to me too. That kind of thing, folks, Talk is good. Isn't that what they say? Talk is good. So yeah, I better write down some stuff for that, because that's really about, that's a different language. And as you know, I have multiple issues. Language being one of them. Oh, yummy. I have to fucking go painting. I'm in a failing zone with the painting. I'm failing to paint. I start and then nothing happens. But we will persist and we will prevail. And that is all we will say right now on the subject. I'm going to actually do a funny one there later. Do something with that logo for the Redfox Archers. See if I can do something with that. Might hang that up in my archery channel instead of a Blackbird. That kind of way. That's how we roll, babies. That's how we roll. Because I'm not going to have bows and fixing shit there, you know what I mean? Because I'm like a novice who's failing splendidly this year. Spectacularly even. And for some reason can't stop laughing about it. So you have to have the laugh. You have to have the laugh. So between the bad food, the bad vehicles, the bad pilots, or I should say pilot bosses, cop on, pay your fucking guys. That's an important job, you know what I mean? I'd like to think the guy driving the plane is happy in his job and is getting paid accordingly. Instead of some fucking grouchy cunt taking drugs, crash the plane that you're on. Forget that. We don't need that. No. So, I think that's it. I think we put the world in order there. So I'm going to go and start taking notes. So to recap, we have Redfox Archers. Check them out on, I say check them out. All you'll be doing is really looking at the logo. It's worth it though. But that'll be fleshed out in the coming weeks. And, and stuff. So fuck it. Sure, you've been listening. What am I telling you for? You've been watching the Blackbird Podcast. Yeah, I'm under a bit of pressure now, I think. Which isn't a bad thing, you know. I like to be a little bit of pressure. That way, because you know when you're going to do something, I'll go do this painting. I just, you know what? Just going to sort out this area over here. And then you're going to sort out something else. That none of it needs happening. The last thing you do is painting. As in, that's not happening. It doesn't get painted. Nothing gets painted. And then you're like, oh fuck, why didn't I go painting? Ah, la, la, la. A buddy of mine would say, you got to plan it. You got to plan everything. I'm starting to think he was right. You know? But look, it sucks being a contradiction. It does. But you just got to keep spinning. You know, folks. Oh, my new quirky thing I'm looking at by accident. Excuse him, what? There was something popped up on YouTube, I think it was. I think it's someone from Dublin. They were saying it was their first podcast. I said, I'll give it a spin. It's nice to be nice. See what they're about. And then they start talking about what a beautiful day it was. Okay. Blue skies. Okay, I'm with you. And then they're on about lines in the sky. And then I think I heard something about this before. Chemtrails or some such thing. There's a few people putting such videos up. And they'll be talking about it extensively. And they'll be showing you footage. Because they feel like they're going mad. No one's believing them. So I said, sure, fuck it, I'll give you 5 minutes anyway. See what you're about. And they show you this lovely, normal, rural kind of landscape. And yeah, it's a beautiful morning. And yeah, there's a few planes in the sky. But it's, it's normal. But then it looks like there's a grid pattern. And then, an hour later, it's very cloudy. I mean, it's, dare I say, unnaturally cloudy, even for Ireland. It's happened so quickly. And out of these lines, it's like these lines, you see the nice straight white line, or lines. And then it's like they puff up and puff out. And then they just, because it's in this kind of grid, then you've clouds. Loads of clouds, heavy, shitty clouds. Not good. Not what we want. So I thought it was interesting. That's all I'm saying. I may look into some more, see what they say, because it's at worst it's kind of bad entertainment, and at best it's something to think about. Because the whole start of this year has been absolutely super fucking crazy. A lot of in regards to what you perceive, what you've been fed, what you've seen on your devices. Because you can't be everywhere at once. And it seems like there's a lot of funky shit happening. And you can only wonder, why is there such a diversity in the crazy? It's like organized chaos. So if it's that, it's you'd have to think logically that perhaps it's someone is running the show. Someone is, creating the chaos. So I shall have a look at it. You can't be just saying, oh, there's lines in the sky, blah, 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 blah. You have to look at you have to ask some questions like, why? Why would you do that? Who would do that? What's the point of it? And see what you see. And at the end of the day, what can you do about it? Fuck all. But, we've been poisoned. Okay, good to know. Thanks. That's all you got. What are you going to do? Find an airport, go in there and do stuff? I don't think so. Let's be honest. We've been spoiled rotten. We've been conditioned to be just docile. We're kind of looking at all the horrors that are coming our way, but we're doing nothing about them. And what can you do about them? And if that's the way you're thinking, I think that's the way you're meant to think. That's the way they want you to think, whoever they are, if there is indeed a day. It's a very broad bunch of questions. And you can't be just taking the first emotional hit you get and say, well, that's it, we gotta go. You gotta be, get all your facts. Just the facts, man. Just the facts. And like I said, it's nice to be aware of what's going on around, the time you're in. And on that happy note, what day is it? It's Saturday. Fuck it. Nice one. Might have a crack open a cold one tonight. And just think some crazy. And actually fucking write some notes. I gotta go, folks. So, bye for now. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye.